Hello everyone, welcome to another Green Dragons Gaming. Without us, they couldn't feel like winners. Without them, we could look so good. Obviously, I do not look that good, so, imagine the other guy. Anyway, this is a special Green Dragon video. So I've been working on the KOE lab, and it's definitely is coming to fruition. We're still working on some things, but really happy with how things are coming along. We've actually started reaching out to some possible companies who are going to be working on stuff. So these are a couple things that I ordered from one of the companies who's going to be working on it, because I think it's going to have a use. These are items that are already on their website. These are not done, but they will be working on items soon, specifically for the new KOE book that's going to be coming out. So please keep your eyes peeled to these companies. I hope to do more of these. I'm also going to say that I was not given anything. All this was purchased. It was purchased at the same price as everybody else. So this is me just literally saying, I want this. This looks cool. So I ordered a couple items from a company known, they're called Dragon Lake Miniatures. They're a Spanish company, and they've been very active up on the forums about their models. They actually have some beautiful dread elves, and unfortunately I gave my dread elf army away, but I may be getting that back. And he's been coming out with some dwarven holds. They have some, I forget what they used to be called in GW World, but some wonderful cavalry. Like if you're going to make like a Makar army or things like that, I mean, these things are like beautiful for that. It's got like the feathers that come up. I don't know if it was like old Polish cavalry or anything like that. Kislev. There used to be Kislev models, style models, and they're just beautiful. Again, I wish I wish I was a millionaire, or in this current times billionaire, to purchase all that my hobbying wants and desires. So I had to pick and choose, and one of things that I turned around and did, and again, picking and choosing, is I ordered from the company. So the items that I ordered came in this box. The stuff I've ripped off had my information on it, so you can't get that. And obviously I opened it. Inside each box was two of these. And inside this, everything was wrapped individually with bubble wrap, and it was layered very well. It shipped very well. Obviously, if you can't tell by my accent, I'm here in the United States, eastern part of the United States. And everything was snug as a bug, and it came perfectly fine. Because not only were they in that, then they were each individually wrapped in bags. So I can't say enough about that. I mean, I've ordered stuff from a couple, I don't even think the guy's in business anymore, TMS Miniatures. They literally were just thrown in a box. And everything was wrapped very pristinely. So with that said, let me go over my order right now and show you what I received that I think will work very well for this upcoming KOE book. So I ordered dice. I need more dice, like I need a hole in my head. But they actually designed dice, and I actually ordered 12. I got another 6 floating around here somewhere. 12, and they're unpainted, so that's the one drawback, because I'm going to have to paint them. They're just literally made out of resin. My friend Brett is a plastics engineer. He's like, only thing is, until you paint them, keep them out of sunlight or out of direct UV. How I'm a gamer. How often are these dice going to turn around and see direct sunlight? However, that does say, though, if I want to leave something out in the car, I can't really leave these, at least for rolling purposes or anything like that. But what I like about these, and again, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm a pharmacist, drugs are kind of my thing. But this is what I love about this, is that's the one, which is a rook. And then as you go through, like, you just count up the number of rooks on each side. until you get to the number 6, and that's a grail. My only concern is that each item here is a symbol, but it looks like a deck of cards. So I'm not sure if you're an ETC player or anything like that, that's really your cup of tea. But I can tell you, I'm very happy I bought these things because these are cool. And one thing that was leaked was the Orisons. So even if I can't turn around and roll them, by the way, they roll absolutely fine. All right, just rolling all 6. Let's see what. Sorry, one was actually cocked on something else. What I ended up rolling here, I ended up rolling a 1, 2 5s, 2 6s. Sorry, 3 5. Really should use these dice to roll to hit. But again, that they roll just absolutely fine. They roll average, and everything else. Again, here's a bunch of 2s and 1s and things like that. So please don't worry about anything like that. However, one thing that got mentioned to me was Orison Tokens. And whether or not it ends up changing in later renditions or anything like that, I got my Orison Tokens right here. All right, they look very different from what I utilize for Veil tokens, and I can just turn around and move whatever. And what I also bought from them, which I thought was really, really cool, I'm going to open it up right now, is... So to turn around and know which... so what came in this, and it looks like it's like a turn dial for either knowing what turn you're on or knowing how many tokens you have or whatever, because it goes all the way up to 9. So it does have a base. I want to show the base. It's and everything in here is clean. Everything I got, there's no filing, there's no having to heat it up to bend it back into place. This is all neat. So it's a turn dial with numbers. You can see they're very, very clear. This is its base and a peg. So again, the way I view this is I'll put the 9 down. So this way I know I'm reading it correctly. Put the peg through. If I didn't have two thumbs, I would be able to do this. All right. And it's actually, there is a groove down there, so that fits in easily enough. So it's just real thin sliver of glue or something like that. And then, yeah, I mean, this turns very smoothly. Now, what's to say, hey, Mark, what happens when you flip it upside down? How's it going to stay there? Well, it came with this. And this is what I bought it for. To me, Lady of the Lake, reaching up, there's Excalibur, and giving that off to Arthur or whoever. That'll sit on top. I glue the back. And then look, it's stuck. And it still spins. So, very well designed. I like this a lot. My original thought when I saw this was this is going to be my Orison marker. But now as I look at this, knowing what the Orison are, that was released, Holy Wrath, things like that, would I use this as +1 to hit? And then maybe if there's a shield or something they come out with, use that as the Holy Shield, or I can't, heck, I work on the book. I can't even think of everything that I could use it for. But this definitely is on my list. My only critique, and I did this. This was not the company. This was me. This slipped out of my hand, landed on the floor, and I broke the blade. Okay? And I had to re-glue it. So it doesn't really look like it's showing up here on the picture. But yeah, it's a little cockeyed now, and that's on me. I did that, but it's a little, that's my one issue, is that it broke really easy, but then again, it fell on the floor. So who's at fault? Me, not the manufacturer. Dragon Lakes made a wonderful product. What also came with this that I did not order, but so I don't know if it was just because I was ordering it for the Ninth Age, or it came because the tokens that I did, or maybe it's the dollar value that I spent with them. Couldn't tell you. Is something else. You know what? That is because I ordered the King of Equine dice. Now that I see that, okay, cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Hell, this is what happens when you read stuff, Mark. So I got 2 of those, and I'm going to show this to you. So again, there's one, there's the other. So again, the numbers real crisp, real clean. All right, and here is the one. If I show it right side up. All right. So again, numbers on the bottom. Make sure I can read age. Okay, because it says 9 using Roman numerals and then age. I love it. And then there's a little peg, just like the other. And then that's going to go through the bottom. So this one doesn't have a setting groove, but I'm actually okay with that. I really am. I just need to turn around. This one I need to file maybe a little bit to get that smooth, but that's something I'm going to cry foul about. And again, this top thing spins real smooth. Okay, and let me just show you how Let me show you how crisp those numbers are again, reading through that. All right, I know it looks backwards for the number 4, but when I look at it, it looks absolutely right. So I double check myself, and there's the number 5. Again, looks backwards on the video, but when I'm looking at it straight down, it looks just right. So I really like that. And again, I really like the fact that I thought it was like the same. Like, why'd they send me 2 of these? Hey, you know what? This is how special I am. And yes, I did just say that on YouTube. It looks like that peg is supposed to go through the top. Then I'm not sure. That I'm not sure about. I think I would have done it from the bottom because of gluing, unless I glue the bottom and then just, and then that'll still spin like that. So either way, it just depends on where you apply the adhesive to. But yeah, you know what? That's exactly the way that's supposed to be. Now, that is one thing. Did not come with instructions. Yep. Special because the X and the Roman numeral X and the Roman numeral I for 9, actually on that peg, it finishes off. As I said, I thought I had to sand it. No, it goes there. Special. And the Kingdom of Equitane does this. It's the same exact thing with the peg. Just need to make sure this peg is in there properly. I'm just going to show you the front of that. I'm sorry. That is awesome. This was an extra bonus for me. I didn't realize it came with the token set I was buying. The other thing that the dice actually came with, they shipped me a new dice bag to go with that. Again, I need more dice, like I need a new hole in my head, but I'll take it because I beat the old ones up. So these items I thought were very specific for King of Equitane, obviously, and definitely have a role in the upcoming book. Now, there are going to be a couple things that are going to be slightly larger base size or mounts, and things like that. So one thing that I've been looking at, as I said, they have some bears. They have these lovely, I don't know what they're called off the top of my head. Hold on, I've got my invoice. That was the other things. The invoice is in Spanish. So that let me try to find the English one. No, it's still in Spanish. It does say going to, it does have my note here. It's Arena Rihanna. Oh man, no. Sorry, that's my one negative critique is when I got my invoice, it's like factura, and I'm like, all right, I took a foreign language. Yes, I did take Spanish. I took that over 20 years ago. I'm old. So I'm going to show what I got. As I said, it's going to be a larger mount. It was the Arena on our bear. So this here is an old company which shall not be named character lord. Okay, which I just have not, or grill, character lord, which I just have not finished yet. Just started working on him. I've had him since 6th edition. So that's how big a knight is. Here is a Tusker model that I'm working on. So please know this isn't done, and I know it currently looks like a POS. It will get cleaned up. So again, that is a larger mount. This here is what I am looking forward to do. So this here is obviously larger than that. All right. So this makes me very happy to turn around and see, because again, it's supposed to be a large base size. And I don't have the old hippogriff, but I do have the TMS. That was a shame, because TMS puts out some beautiful models. Here's the TMS hippo, which again is a large base, large mount. We're going to take him off. So that's the hippo. That's the other mount. So looking size-wise, at least for my army, I'm happy as can be. So what did she come with? Because again, that was one of my things is what armies can I use it for? Is it one of my up-and-coming armies? Or is it going to be used for my Dwarven Holds? Is it going to be used for my KOE? Am I going to, turn around and maybe get, because they have a couple different bears things. Am I going to get them and call them what are the chickens from Empire? The demigriffs. Use them as demigriffs. So it came like this. The reason I got her is I love the crystals. I really love the crystals that's on the bear and all throughout. Granted, it's all like, looks like bags and stuff everywhere. But I just love the crystals in the army or on the model and stuff. And even the bear's got that little bit of crystallization in its paw. So this made me think of a specific type of mount that's going to be coming out for the new book. It came in 3 pieces. Here's the base. And excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. My dog was destroying something that I had to go take care of. Came with Arena. Now, when I first looked at her, I'm like, oh, there's some details missing. No, and then when I got closer upon inspection and looked back at what the model was online, she's got a face mat, like a crystallized cloth that's like real fine, real delicate. And as I looked at it, that's going to be airbrushed and dry brushed. because there is details in that I don't want to lose. And just looking at her, I love the magical sword and everything else. The bear itself, very similar to some of their other bear models that they're coming out. The same pose. That's my one critique there. But I love how it's got every aspect, every angle. So I've gotten some models recently, or originally I should say, that like heck, even the KOE model with the horse. There's no real details underneath, and I understand that because who's going to look underneath that? For the Tusker? No, I still see areas underneath that actually don't have details. For this bear model, no, there's details everywhere. Everywhere needs to turn around and get, pardon me, for better or for worse, needs to be painted, needs to be brushed. So for those of you who want to turn around and modify, or just looking for a model, say, okay, this is it, that's what I want, I'm going to prime it, I'm going to paint it, and then get to work. This is great. If you're looking for interchangeable poses, from what I see, not so great. But if I heat it up, I can turn around and do a couple things. And like I said, what I love about this is it's clean. It's, I mean, I'm sitting there with my 8-year-old son trying to. I even love how the bear's got the claws and everything else, and it's like, I'm seriously, I am stoked about this. I'm looking forward to painting this. I mean, I may actually have one of my friends paint it, and I like it that much, and he's a much better painter than I am. So Brian, if you're listening, you may have your next task for me. And that's it. I mean, so hopefully we'll see some really good work. I did order some molds to be made, or some STLs from online company, which I hope to turn around and show once I get them made up. Unfortunately, my one friend who has a 3D printer who was going to print them for me, his printer broke, so there's a delay in that one. My other set of models from another company just got delayed, and I'm looking forward to them coming out here soon and sharing that with you. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. And until next time, happy gaming.